Good morning, everyone. Begin with a new topic today, that is indicators of poverty. Indicators means what, first of all? Indicators means the components, the level of poverty that is beginning or that is emerging, or we can say that is there in our economy. The level of poverty and their components are called its indicator. In our country, various factors showing poverty are known as an indicator. There are various factors which are indicated, which has been shown and that we will study in detail today, that indicate that Indian economy is an economy where poverty exists. Indicators are also useful to know पॉवर्टी एंड लेवल ऑफ पॉवर्टी. ये इंडिकेटर्स जो हम आज पढ़ेंगे वो हमको ये बताएंगे कि इंडिया में पॉवर्टी कितनी है एंड लेवल कितना है. व्हाट आर द लेवल्स that are there in our Indian economy. With this, we can know the nature and measurements of poverty. The indicators of poverty are as follow. There are total 11 indicators which have been stated in your textbook. 11 indicators बताए गए हैं. The first one among them is low per capita household consumption expenditure. Low per capita. We all know कि per capita हम कैसे find out करते हैं? Household consumption expenditure. Yes, लोगों के हाथ में अगर इनकम ही नहीं है तो डेफिनेटली उसका कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर लो होगा. नाउ टू फाइंड आउट लो पर कैपिटा हाउसहोल्ड कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर, टोटल नेशन स्पेंडिंग, मतलब ऑन एवरेज वी टेक कि एक साल में कि देश के में टोटल स्पेंडिंग कितनी हुई. नेशंस टोटल स्पेंडिंग, it is divided by the total populations of that country, we get and per capita household consumption expenditure. And it has been said that India's per capita consumption expenditure compared to other country is very low. Here also you can see in the table that our per capita consumption expenditure compared to the other country is much lower. Yes, we have per capita consumption expenditure is only 725, which is very low compared to the other country. Okay, let's begin. Per capita household expenditure is the amount of income a family spend on an average consumptions of goods and services. Yes, a family, one family that is spending on consumptions of goods and services, the goods and services that he intake, उसके ऊपर वो कितना स्पेंड कर रहे हैं. इट इज़ कैलकुलेटेड एट द मार्केट प्राइस ऑफ ड्यूरेबल गुड्स लाइक कार, वॉशिंग मशीन, computers and so on. The nation total spending on such goods is divided by the total populations to calculate this. As I told you before, that when nation's total spending is divided by the total population, we get per capita household consumption expenditure. The per capita consumption expenditure for developing countries is much lower than that of the developed countries, and in this sense developing countries are poor. As I told you कि हमारे per capita we are also in developing economy और हमारा per capita consumption expenditure बहुत low है compared to the developed country, and that is why we can say that India is also a country where poverty prevails. The following table shows per capita consumption expenditure. Here you can see in the table that per capita consumption expenditures is there. Okay, countries and fixed price of 2005 in US dollar and year 2004. Fixed price के ऊपर बेस, फिक्स प्राइस को बेस कंसिडर किया गया है और कैलकुलेट किया गया है ऑन एवरेज दैट हाउ मच इज द स्पेंडिंग, टोटल नेशनल स्पेंडिंग डिवाइड बाय टोटल पॉपुलेशन. अकॉर्डिंग टू एन अबव इंफॉर्मेशंस on the basis of base year of year 2005, in the year 2014 the per capita household consumption expenditure was $725 in India, while as $31,469 was in USA, $25,828 in UK, $22,149 in Japan. It is $603 in Pakistan. So comparatively Pakistan has lower per capita consumption expenditure compared to India. The per capita household consumption expenditure is very less in India as compared to the USA and UK. Okay, so this is the first indicator that indicate that India is a poor country. Second is level of malnutrition. Malnutrition means what? The calorie, the protein, the carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, whatever we are intaking, yes, somewhere or the other we are lacking in it. The proper calories, the proper foods, the nutritive foods, what we need to intake for ourselves, वो हम ले नहीं पा रहे. Yes, India being an agriculture country, still India has low per capita income and unequal distributions of income. This is a main reason why there is in levels of malnutrition, or we can say that still people lack, still people do not get proper nutritive food according to their health. Malnutrition is such a situations in which the food taken by an individual lacks calories, protein, carbohydrates, vitamin, minerals, and so on. In India, in spite of an increase in agriculture productions, people with low incomes are unable to get in nutritive foods because of low per capita income and unequal distributions of an income. India's informations regarding people with malnutrition is as follow. You can go to your page number 53. Measurements of malnourished people in percentage. It has been indicated in the comparison is done different year. Okay, in 1992 it is 23.7, 2002 it is 17.5, 2005 2007 it is 20.5 in percentage, 2011-12 it is 15.6 percentage, 2014-16 it is 15.2 percentage. According to an above table, in the time periods of 1990-92, India has total 23.7 percentage of the malnourished people. Likewise, in the year 2002 and 2005-7 and 2010-12, India had 17.5 percentage, 20.5 percentage and 15.6 percentage of malnourished population respectively. According to an Food and Agriculture Organizations of United Nations 2015 report, the situations of food security in India ranked second in the world in measurements of malnourished men, which indicates poverty in India. So we can say that there is many people, because here also you can see in the table that out of 100 where we are, yes, हमारे अभी भी though development is taking place but still level of nutrition foods is lacking. There are malnourishment peoples who is not getting in proper nutritive food in spite of getting so much of development in our nation. Next indicators is life expectancy and infant mortality rate. Life expectancy, what is life expectancy? Life expectancy means that how long a newborn baby is expected to live on an average. Yes, एक बच्चा जब वो born होता है तो how many year he or she is expected to live is known as in life expectancy. और life expectancy जितनी high होगी हम बोलेंगे कि वो देश के या वो countries की medical facilities and health facilities are good. Infant mortality rate means out of every 1,000 children born in a year, out of every 1,000 children born, how many children have died बिफोर कंप्लीटिंग द 1 year, उसको हम बोलते हैं इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट. और इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट हमेशा लो होनी चाहिए, कम से कम बच्चों की डेथ होनी चाहिए. दैट इंडिकेट दैट अगर बच्चे की डेथ लो है, दैट इज इन्फेंट मोर्टेलिटी रेट इज लो, देन वी कैन से दैट आवर मेडिकल एंड हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज आर गुड. लेट्स सी, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसीज मीन्स दैट how long newborn baby is expected to live on an average. The average life expectancies of people in a country is based on nutritive food, cleanliness, pure drinking water, health and services. Yes, as we all know that our health is somewhere or the other related towards all these things, that is food, cleanliness, drinking water, health services, medical services. Yes, it affects our health a lot. Poor people are deprived of such facilities, so they have very low life expectancy. As you all know that poor people cannot afford all these facilities. They do not get pure drinking water. They live in slums where the cleanliness is not there. Their health, as they live in slums and dwellings, slums and dwellings area, their health facilities are also not good, and that is the reason why their life expectancy is also very low. Next is infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate means number of death taking place per 1,000 children born before reaching the age of 1 year. That is what I said, that how many children have died out of 1000 children born, how many have died before completing the 1 year, उसको हम बोलते हैं infant mortality rate. The rate of infant mortality rate depend on the availabilities of health services, mother's education, vaccinations among children, and nutrition of food. Infant mortality rate is also an indicators of poverty in respect to poor health services. As I told you कि जितनी infant mortality rate high होगी ये indicate करता है कि हमारी health services और medical facilities are not good. Life expectancies and infant mortality rate of various countries of the world are shown as below. Here in table 5.6 you will see that different countries like Norway, USA, Sri Lanka, China, India, and the life expectancies and infant mortality rate is given. When it comes to India, India's life expectancy is only 68. Norway is a country where it is expected higher, that have an highest life expectancy. Even Norway has infant mortality rate which is very low, only 2. But when it comes to India, India's mortality rate, infant mortality rate is very high, which is 39. Turn your page. Now the explanations of the table which was on page number 53 is done here. According to an above information, in Norway, life expectancy is 81.6 year. That is average expectancy इतनी है कि 81.6 year every individual is expected to live. In America it is 79 years, whereas in Sri Lanka it is 74.9 years. In China it is 75.8 years, whereas in India it is only 68 years, which is less than even China and Sri Lanka. In case of child mortality, that is infant mortality rate, in Norway 2 children die per 1000, in America 6, and in Sri Lanka 9, in China 10, whereas in India the rate is 39, which is very high. Okay, next indicators is medical facilities. Medical facilities means that आउट ऑफ टोटल पॉपुलेशंस जो है उसमें से डॉक्टर, नर्स, कंपाउंडर्स, हाउ मेनी आर देयर. ओके, क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन जितनी ज़्यादा होगी उतने ही ज़्यादा हमको डॉक्टर्स चाहिए, नर्स चाहिए एंड कंपाउंडर्स चाहिए. व्हेन इट कम्स टू अदर कंट्री द पॉपुलेशन इज़ वेरी लेस, और उनके पास अगर डॉक्टर, नर्स और कंपाउंडर्स कम भी होंगे तो भी इट इज़ इनफ फॉर देम. बट फॉर द कंट्री लाइक इंडिया विच इज़ हाईली पॉपुलेटेड, देयर शुड बी इन large amounts of doctor to look after the patient. So let's study in detail. In health sectors, doctor, nurse, compounders, etc. are included, and their scarcity adversely affect health services. Yes, we all know कि doctors अगर available नहीं है या scarcity है doctors की, then it adversely affect our health services. India as compared to other countries lack medical services and the doctors too. In developing economies, people get less medical services. India is also in developing countries, so it is said that in developing countries like India, people get less medical services. They often suffer from various diseases, as poor people do not get complete nutritive food. As we all know that if we do not take proper nutritive food, we will suffer from various diseases, and this is a case in India within poor people. As a result, their immunity is also very low. The country has less medical facilities. People are deprived of such services, and as a result, poverty is more. In developing countries, every 6,000 population, one doctor is available. This is very bad कि एवरेज काउंट किया गया है कि 6,000 पॉपुलेशन को देखने के लिए 1 डॉक्टर अवेलेबल है. टोटल पॉपुलेशन कितनी है और टोटल डॉक्टर्स कितने हैं उसका एवरेज लिया गया है. वेरएज अमॉन्ग डेवलप्ड इकोनॉमीज एवरी 350 पीपल सर्विस ऑफ 1 डॉक्टर इज़ अवेलेबल, विच इज़ नियर टू आवर, हमारा हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि डबल के आसपास है, क्योंकि हमारे पॉपुलेशन इतनी है कि 600 पॉपुलेशंस के ऊपर 6,000 पॉपुलेशंस के ऊपर एक डॉक्टर है, और यहाँ पर 350 पॉपुलेशंस है. डबल नहीं, इट इज़ मोर, 6,000 के ऊपर 1 डॉक्टर अवेलेबल है और यहाँ पर 350 पीपल के ऊपर 1 डॉक्टर अवेलेबल है. सो वास्ट डिफरेंस इज देयर. सो फ्रॉम हियर यू विल कम टू नो दैट वेयर एंड हाउ फार वी आर लैकिंग इन मेडिकल सर्विसेज. In developing countries, every year 1.7 crores people die from diarrhea, malaria, and TB. Whereas in the whole world, 2.3 crores people are suffering from AIDS. Out of this, 90% belonging to in developing economies. Yes, here it has been said that developing countries में 1.7 crores people are dying because of the disease like malaria, TB, डायरिया जो उनको होता है, उनको राइट टाइम पे डॉक्टर्स नहीं मिलते, क्योंकि हमने देखा कि डॉक्टर्स की अवेलेबिलिटी बहुत कम है इन डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज. ओके, सो दे डाई because of this reason. And it has been said that every year 2.3 crores people are suffering from AIDS. Okay, and out of that 90% are belonging to in developing economy. So this indicate that our medical health facilities, especially of the developing economies, are very low or very bad, we can say. Next topic is drinking water. We all know water plays a very important role to live our life healthy. 3/4 of our body portions are full within water, so water is very important. But there are still many people in these countries who does not get pure drinking water. They drink polluted water, which is also known as a contaminated water. And if you drink contaminated water, there is always a chances of getting some waterborne disease and you will face some severe problem. और ये contaminated water जो भी लोग ड्रिंक कर रहे हैं, दैट इंडिकेट दैट दे डू नॉट हैव मनी टू गेट इन प्योर वाटर, या फिर हम ये इंडिकेट करें कि हमारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फैसिलिटीज़ में हम कहीं ना कहीं पीछे है कि हम सबको प्योर वाटर ड्रिंकिंग फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं दे सकते हैं. हेल्थ ऑफ पॉपुलेशन इज़ वेरी मच कनेक्टेड टू ड्रिंकिंग वाटर एंड फैसिलिटीज़ ऑफ क्लीनिनेस. अकॉर्डिंग टू सेंसस रिपोर्ट 2011 in India, 63.3% families get pure drinking water through treated sources, which is 8.67%. Families are untreated tap water. Treated मतलब कि the RO and all the drinking waters that you do, tap water से 8.67% है. 26 people get water from other sources such as well, hand pump, tube well, spring, river, canal, pond and etc. In the absence of pure drinking water or the polluted water that is contaminated, increase the chances of having waterborne diseases and hence make the problem of poverty more severe. Next is provisions of toilet. Provisions of toilet is also an indicators of poverty, because ये indicate करता है कि अगर people do not have money, then only somewhere no one likes to use a general toilet or no one like to use an open area, but कहीं ना कहीं they are I can say that कहीं ना कहीं उनकी मजबूरी है that they are doing this because they do not have an enough income to get all such facilities. According to a census report 2011 in India, 70% of the total population live in village. We all know that 70% are living in the village. They are more prone to waterborne and contagious disease. To save them from this disease, cleanliness plays a very important, and for that toilet facilities are must. Okay, now total families हम ये कंसिडर करें कि इंडिया में टोटल फैमिलीज 100% है. टॉयलेट फैसिलिटीज़ विद इन द हाउस 66% ही है, एंड टॉयलेट हाउसेज विदाउट टॉयलेट फैसिलिटीज़ में 34, मतलब 34% पॉपुलेशंस के पास अभी भी टॉयलेट फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं है. ओके, विच इज़ वेरी बैड. In India, 66% houses have toilet facilities within house, whereas remaining 34% families use common toilets. Lack of cleanliness, pollution and physical weakness keep the productions and productivity at low level, which is one of the factors of rise in poverty. Next is housing. Housing means that कच्चा हाउस और पक्का हाउस को यहाँ पर किया गया है. Proper houses with all the facilities, proper constructions. Okay, that is what an house is all about. One of the indicators of poverty is also housing facilities and its nature. Developing countries lack housing facilities. People live in dirty hutmen and slums. As I told you कि लोगों के पास घर नहीं है तो वो dirty hutmen और slums में रह रहे. This is called measurements of existing poverty. यही ये एक ही चीज़ इंडिकेटर करता है कि अभी भी ये पॉवर्टी है ये देश में, इसके लिए पीपल हैज़ टू लिव ऑन हटमेन एंड द स्लम. हाउसिंग इज अ प्राइमरी नीड्स ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग. टाइप्स ऑफ हाउसिंग फैसिलिटीज डिसाइड्स द लेवल ऑफ पॉवर्टी. कंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ हाउस, वरंदा, members in the house, tap in the house, drainage facilities, electricity facilities etc. are taken into the house. मतलब सिर्फ घर होना ये काफ़ी नहीं है. वरंदा मीन्स अ रूफ ऑफ प्लेटफॉर्म्स along with the outsides of a house level with the ground floor. Okay, it is something and हाउस कितने हैं, वरंदा घर में वरंदा है या नहीं है, मतलब कि एक ओपन ग्राउंड फ्लोर के साथ आपका फ्लोर है, हाउस लेवल विद ग्राउंड फ्लोर है या नहीं है. मेंबर्स कितने हैं वो हाउस में रहने के लिए, घर में टैप है मतलब पानी का नल है या नहीं है, ड्रेनेज फैसिलिटीज़ है या नहीं है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फैसिलिटीज़ है या नहीं है. ऑल दिस इज टेकन इनटू द हाउसिंग and percentage of house with these facilities decide the level of poverty. India lack house with full facilities. In India, 60 crores people have dwelling which are dangerous for their health and risky for their lives. Most of the houses in India comprise of one room facilities, which is one of the major measuring rods of poverty. Okay, so this is what it is included in housing, all those facilities. Next is electricity consumption. One of the major factors in the development of any country is electric facility. To increase the productions of country and qualities of life of people, electricity is imperative. Still in India there is many नॉट स्टेट बट ऐसे भी अभी भी बहुत सारे गांव हैं जहां पर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अवेलेबल नहीं है. नाउ द मिशंस हैव बीन स्टार्टेड टू प्रोवाइड दैट ईच हाउस शुड हैव इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, बट I think there are still some of the houses where there is no electricity today also. So these indicate that there is still poverty prevailing in a developing economy. India is a main producer and consumer of electricity. India एक ऐसा देश है जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोडक्शन भी सबसे ज़्यादा करता है और कंजम्पशंस भी ज़्यादा करता है. Then also because of high population and low per capita income, per person electricity consumption is very less. Next is education. According to an World Bank, people in the age group of 15 years and above who can read and write are literate and rest are illiterate and they are mostly poor. First question arises कि education मतलब कि literate कौन है. So it has been said that people at the age of 15 and above who can read and write at least one language are known as to be a literate person, and one who cannot read and write at least one language are known as an illiterate person. Lack of education and training gives rise to incapable and less productive laborers in an country. अगर education facilities ही नहीं हैं तो हम बोलेंगे कि हमारे देश में लेबर या फिर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जो हम कर रहे हैं वो इनप्रोडक्टिव है, या फिर हम बोलेंगे कि लेस प्रोडक्टिव है बिकॉज समवेयर और द अदर दे आर लैकिंग इन वोकेशनल education facilities. As a result, laborers get limited work opportunities and choices. Hence, less wages and low income increase poverty. Less wages मतलब कि उनको एक तो पैसे कम मिल रहे हैं and low income increases their poverty. In 2011, Brazil had 91% literacy rate, whereas in India it was only 74.04%. Compared to the other country, it is very low. Nepal is 60%. 55 is in Pakistan, which shows that in developing countries the literacy rate is comparatively very less compared to in developed countries. Low educations among poor make them conservative and less accept to changes. High rates of ignorance is a strong indicator of poverty. Normally we see that poor people are the one who are less conservative, मतलब कि वो ज़्यादा ओपन अप नहीं होते, खुल के बोलते नहीं, वो डरते हैं क्योंकि वो गरीब है, या फिर वो एजुकेटेड इनफ नहीं है कि दे कैन रेज वॉइस अगेंस्ट राइट एंड रॉन्ग. यस, एंड दे आर सो कंजर्वेटिव कि उनके सराउंडिंग में जो भी चेंज होता है इवन दे आर नॉट रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट देम, एंड दिस इज एन इंडिकेटर्स ऑफ इन पॉवर्टी. Only level of per capita income cannot give a right estimate of poverty in the world. A country with high per capita income can even have high numbers of people below the poverty line. सिर्फ income के थ्रू मेजर करना कि ये देश गरीब है, ये गलत है। ऐसे भी बहुत सारे देश हैं जिसकी पर कैपिटा इनकम आर हाई बट स्टिल देयर पॉवर्टी आर दे लैक समवेयर और दी अदर, देयर पॉवर्टी रेशियोज आर ऑल्सो वेरी हाई, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं दे आर लैकिंग इन हाउसिंग फैसिलिटीज़, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फैसिलिटीज़, अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ इनकम है, प्रॉपर्टी अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस हो रही है. So these are also some of the reasons. So just to know from income is not a true sense to measures in poverty, and that is the reason why here 11 indicators are presented to know that these are the 11 points that indicate that developing countries में अभी भी poverty prevailing है compared to an other country. Next is unequal distributions of income and property. We all know that in India rich is becoming richer and poor is becoming poorer. ओके ये डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज़ में बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, एंड वी कैन से दैट अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ इनकम मीन्स ऑल द सेगमेंट्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी डज नॉट अनइक्वल. Okay, and even the property they have are not equal. Some are having more, some are having less, and that is what the differentiate is, that के rich have a high standard of living, they enjoys good facilities and all other facilities they have with them, whereas when it comes to the people with a low per capita income, they live in slums dwelling, they lack in nutritive foods, educations and health. Yes, this is what it indicate कि unequal distributions of income है हमारे देश में. After the 1991 economic reform, economic growth and per capita income have increased sharply. We have seen that our economic growth rate and हमारी per capita income बढ़ रही है, हमने chapter number 2 में देखा था ये. But in India, due to unequal distributions of income, larger reductions in poverty is not noticed. In spite of increasing economic growth, in spite of having increasing in per capita income, कितने सारे schemes, कितने सारे प्रोग्राम्स भी स्टार्ट हुए हैं, बट स्टिल वी कैन नॉट सी दैट पॉवर्टी में जितना रिडक्शंस होना चाहिए था वो उतना हुआ है. द रीज़न इज अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस ऑफ इनकम एंड पॉवर्टी. With increase in income inequality, on one hand we see rich class of people with high standard of living and enjoy goods facilities, and on the other hand we find low income people living in slums and deprived of basic necessities like food, education and health. The table below shows the actual income of the top 1% rich class in USA, UK and India. So turn your page, we will see the table which is on page number 56. Here you will see that USA, UK, India is there, year 1998 and year 2012. These are the rich top, these are the shares of actual national income to top 1% rich class. Okay, USA में 15.2 है in the year 1988, and in the year 11 and 12 it is 18.9. UK में it is 12.5 and here is 12.7. इंडिया में ये 9% था 1998 में, which increased to 12.6%, but here also you can see that comparison में हम पीछे हैं. Let's see with an explanations of the table that according to an above informations, in comparison to 1998, in the year 2012 the top 1% rich class share in actual real income have increased. Yes, ये top 1% जो है वो real income में कितना share invest कर रहे हैं और how much they are contributing, that it has been shown. In comparison to 1998, in the year 2012, actual national income of top 1% rich class in USA has increased from 15.2% to 18.9%, whereas UK have increased from 12.5% to 12.7%, whereas in India it has increased from 9% to 12.6%. For India, it can be said that the advantage from economic reform were more in favors of the rich. So the disparities of income inequalities is one of the major indicators of existing poverty. Here you can see that indicators में आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो कि 9 से हम 12.6% 1% रीच क्लास की ये इनकम बताई गई है. ओके, तो हम ये इसे फ्रॉम दिस वी विल कैलकुलेट या फ्रॉम दिस वी विल कम टू नो that income inequalities या income disparities is much in countries like India and compared to compared to the developed countries like USA and UK. The last indicators of poverty is high rate of unemployment. India is a country that where population are many एंड जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आर लिमिटेड. इसकी वजह से अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इंडिया में ज़्यादा है. अगर अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होगा तो ये सारा प्रॉब्लम वहाँ से ही स्टार्ट होता है, क्योंकि पॉवर्टी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट से ही बिगिन करती है. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट मीन्स व्हाट, दैट यू डू नॉट हैव एनी इनकम और एनी सोर्स ऑफ इनकम, विच मीन्स दैट आपकी पर कैपिटा इनकम लो होगी, आपके पास खाने के लिए पैसे नहीं होंगे, you will not able to satisfy your basic needs, you will lack in medical facilities, health facilities, pure drinking water, electricity. अब कहीं ना कहीं ये सब में पीछे रहोगे. Yes, see, when people with working capacities and willingness to work at existing wage do not find work, they are said to be unemployed. यहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन अराइज होता है कि who is known as an unemployed. Yes, अनएम्प्लॉयड हम कब बोलते हैं कि ये अनएम्प्लॉयड है, दैट वन हु हैज़ रेडीनेस टू वर्क. उसकी कैपेसिटी है कि वो काम करे, उसके अंदर रेडीनेस है कि मुझे काम करना है, और जो भी उसको मिल रहा है, जो भी पगार उसको या सैलरी या जो भी पैसे उसको मिल रही है, ही इज़ रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट दैट, बट स्टिल ही इज़ नॉट गेटिंग एनी वर्क, देन he or she is said to be an unemployed. ऐसे नहीं कि आपको काम ही नहीं करना है और आप अनएम्प्लॉयड हो, उसको हम अनएम्प्लॉयड गिनेंगे, ऐसा नहीं है. अनएम्प्लॉयड कौन है? who has working capacity, who is ready to accept the prevailing wage rate, and who has willingness to do the work, but still he does not find any work, then we can say that there is an unemployment. Low economic development and jobless growth after the 1991 resulted in less development of employment opportunities in compared to increase in supply of labor is the main reason for increase in unemployment. यहाँ पर बहुत क्लियरली दिया गया है कि इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट लो था, जॉब जितना पॉपुलेशन बढ़ा, हमने प्रीवियस चैप्टर में पढ़ा था कि पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज बाई 2% एवरी ईयर, तो जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी शुड ऑल्सो इंक्रीज बाई 2%. यस, तभी हम बोलेंगे कि सबको जॉब मिल रही है, बट सप्लाई ऑफ लेबर वॉज हाई कंपेयर टू एन जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड दिस रिजल्टेड इन इंक्रीज इन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. इन सिचुएशंस ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ इनकम, अ पर्सन कैनॉट फुलफिल बेसिक नीड्स ऑफ हिज फैमिली. एज आई टोल्ड यू कि अगर आपके पास पैसे ही नहीं है, आपके पास सोर्सेज ऑफ इनकम ही नहीं है, तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन नॉट सेटिस्फाई योर बेसिक नीड्स एंड इवन योर फैमिली विल नॉट विल एबल टू फुलफिल द नीड्स. एज अ रिजल्ट, लेवल ऑफ पॉवर्टी रिमेन्स हाई. In India, till 2011, the rate of unemployment remained around 9%. According to the Labour Commissions in the year 13-14, the rate of unemployment among people 15 years and above is 4.9%. It has decreased, okay? Whereas in rural area, the rate was 4.7% and in urban area, it was 5.5%. yes, इतना हमारे देश में अभी भी अनएम्प्लॉयड लोग हैं जो काम करना चाहते हैं. अर्बन और रूरल साइड का कंपैरिजन किया गया, बट स्टिल दे आर नॉट गेटिंग वर्क, which indicate that there prevails in poverty in developing economy. So these are some of the indicators which tell us that developing countries में poverty is prevailing.